talk to our guys. We'll let you know.
Should the governor sign off on the ComEd bill?
I voted for it. I hope he would look at it. I was impressed with the fact that the Sierra Club supported the bill. That's really one of the turning points from my district's point of view. So I think he should really look at it. The governor's very interested in clean energy. There's some provisions in there that might otherwise not be easy to pass, and I think he should really focus on those.
His spokesman just told me that the governor told him his position remains that he's going to veto the bill. He's going to veto the smart grid bill.
You know, he should take some time to read it before he makes any rash decisions. I think he should take a look at it.
Why do you like it? Why? He's obviously concerned about what Senator Schoenberg referenced, the quote-unquote unplugging of the regulatory process.
One of the problems we've had in getting utilities to invest in infrastructure, like the smart grid, is that they don't know that they're ever going to find a way to pay for it because the Commerce Commission has to rule on it after they've spent the money. That's the fundamental benefit of the bill, that they now know that there's a scheme where they can go ahead and invest in these improvements. And when you throw in the fact that people like the Sierra Club support the bill, it's very significant. So I think the governor should take time before he, before he makes any final decisions on that.
What about when you throw in, consumers that say, okay, we've got this tax increase, now we're having higher electric bills, presumably through the smart grid legislation. Lucadia is in there, that could lead to higher electric bills. I mean, just kind of shoveling it on top of things.
Well, if you're talking about the taxes, the fact is that, as you know, it was highlighted by our surrounding states that our taxes are still lower than most of theirs. Number two, we've had a growing economy. The unemployment rate has dropped. I think it's 15 straight months. Our capital bill still has to be worked out, but it's the largest, one of the largest in the nation, our own stimulus bill. And so I think we've obviously turned the corner on, and most businesses, when I think it was the Illinois manufacturers lobbyist was testifying on behalf of the workers' comp bill. He said it was more important than the income tax. The income tax increase, while they might have been opposed to it, was not as important as fixing the business climate in the workers' comp bill, which we just did by passing this out of the Senate. So we really, I think, have a lot of good answers for people who raise those questions.
The remap looks pretty good for the Democrats, Mr. President, and I'm wondering why the Democrats are reluctant to come out and say that.
Well, I think it is a very fair map and follows the Constitution. That's the most important thing.
We can
Is
take
it
a couple
because
more
these
questions.
comments made at forums like this can be used against you in the proceedings?
I don't know. I know there's been litigation in the past. That's why we were very interested in making sure that we took testimony from groups like MALDEF in the past, made changes as a result of their impact. We had a number of minority groups that looked at this map and was very, it's very important that we follow their advice, and that's incorporated in the map.
One more question? Okay, guys, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.